Okay. Hello. This time we're going to be completing our playthrough of King's Quest 6. And, hopefully getting the best ending. And if there's time, we can even show off the other ending. Maybe. I don't know if there'll actually be time for that. Hello, Jared. Nice to see you. I was just saying, maybe if we have time, we might be able to show off both endings, but otherwise we'll just show off the main one. First off, let's see. Okay. So we last left off, we just exchanged the lamp, and that's the last thing we need to do before the end of the game. End game, I should say. Now these guys are still blocking us, we can't go in. No point in talking to them. So, what we need to do here is... Let's see. I believe we need to do the very last spell. Well, Jalo said he can't meet us in town anymore because the Vizier and everyone might get suspicious. So we'll just end up meeting him in the castle, hopefully. So... Okay, yeah, we need to use the feather on the teapot. We've had this feather since, like, the first hour or so of the game, and we're finally going to use it.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet-black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Okay. Let's make a new save. And game. Now that this is why we have the paintbrush, because we can use it.
To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location.
I think it's this wall.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall. Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Now that we have done that, we can use our spell book to chant the final spell that we haven't used yet, the magic paint spell.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think, make it real what I draw, according to this spoken law. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified.
Okay. So now we go through this. I'm trying to remember like all the deaths that happen in here because I want to show them all off.
Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside.
Now technically you can actually get
Magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Now we're in the castle, but we gotta be careful because there are guards around. Now if we go inside this door...
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
That's not the right door. It's one of these.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
Not here, bye. Sorry, wrong room. I think it's this one.
Alexander sees nothing to do.
Just go on the doors, Alexander.
Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door manually.
Okay. I think we want to go. We want to go east here, I believe. Trying to remember where Jalo is, because we need to go see him. Oh my god, Alexander. Is it this door?
Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
There he is.
Prince Alexander, I can't believe it. How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run the terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jalo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well, I can see there's no putting you off. For Cosima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Thanks, Jalo.
Okay, so a couple of things. In the last part, I remember that you brought up a weasel that we found in Beast's garden that had a glimmering eye. Do you remember that? It's kind of interesting that. Because, well, I could basically say this. Essentially, Shamir, the genie, is basically capable of shape-shifting like the old man, which means he can shape-shift into a whole number of different people. So it's basically implied that Shamir was the kid in the water who tried to get us to swim with him, the old lady who tried to get us to eat from the bush, the gardener who tried to get us to go past the gate with the archer, and also a bunch of animals throughout, like a weasel, a snake. The hint you get is that the weasel's eye glimmers and Shamir's eye glimmers the exact same. So that's like, it's implying that that's just Shamir shape-shifting, trying to keep an eye on Alexander. Now that we've found Jalo, we can give him the lamp.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
How did you
I
guess?
suppose it was intuition.
Yeah, alright, Alexander, whatever.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But
Intuition.
I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jalo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jollo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Yeah, there you go. So that's taken care of. There's nothing else to do in here. Just gonna wait for Jollo to leave. I think if we wander around here enough... Oh, okay, he's just really waiting, huh?
Alexander,
If we just keep wandering, I think eventually... I guess the dog's on here. Because, like, it might be just the other path where they show up to capture you. That might be it. Maybe? Because essentially there's a death with a... I feel like they should be around here. They might be... Oh my... This... Oh, Alexander, please. I feel like they show up eventually. I feel like they show up at some point. Okay, whatever. If they're not gonna show, they're not gonna show.
Alexander,
Let's open the door.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
So if you don't have the handkerchief...
Alexander sees
then you're kind of screwed here because you can't calm down the kid. And you need to calm down the kid for later. What happens if we wait here?
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long. Mother? Mother, where are you?
I think if we wait here a long time, it'll eventually alert the guards. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like since we did everything correctly, we're actually not in danger of dying for a while in this place, which is kind of nice. Yeah, okay, he's not saying anything. Let's just give him the handkerchief then.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
Yeah, it's a little weird why there's a kid here in the dungeon.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait, before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel, there's a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Alright. Yeah, if you don't have the handkerchief, the boy will keep crying and eventually it'll alert the guards and then you die. I guess the game is kind enough to kill you at that point, but you know, not kind enough to prevent you from getting yourself soft locked, so you know. This is soft locked until you die, but whatever. Alright, so now Let's look at the garment.
In the corner is a suit of armor of ancient design. Its right arm beckons slightly.
Let's take a look.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
To click on the arm
Remembering
specifically.
what the little boy
Yeah, okay.
ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage. Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby.
Look at this hole in the wall.
Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Hasred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding. Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders. Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it. Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown? Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Oh, he's just repeating the same thing? You know, just to make sure you get the hint, we'll repeat the dialogue. Interesting. Can I leave this place, actually? Doesn't look like it. Actually, I want to try something. Oh, something to bring up. I mentioned before that you technically never need to beat Jalo to beat the game. But that means that if you go into Jalo's room without ever meeting you, he's gonna think you're an intruder, and he'll call the guards on you, and then you'll
Alexander.
die. So, yeah. It's kind of an interesting game mode that most players won't really run into.
Alexander hears the clear sound of... Alexander see... There's nothing of interest. Against his better judgment, Alexander decides to open the door.
Okay, cool. They do let you do this.
He just knew that wasn't such a good idea. Uh-oh, a guard dog. Alexander's been seen.
Hey, you! You're not allowed down here!
Okay, we can get captured. There we go.
I think I'm a little lost. I was looking for the wedding and...
Be quiet. The Wazir told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you! Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly as the guards descend upon him.
So yeah, if you're dumb enough to open the door.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
Prince Alec.
Jallo.
Never mind. Quick.
Oh, yeah, there are tons of events that can happen here.
How?
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
Now, Jallo will bail you out the first time. If you never actually meet Jallo, you can still get out if you have the skeleton key. But if you get yourself caught again...
Alexander feels there's nothing of... Alexander hears the clear... Against his better... Somehow, he just...
And where might you think you're going? I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph.
Who would be crazy enough to do that, Hal?
I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again.
Right, Hal.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it.
Thankfully, you have the skeleton key, so...
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key and quickly makes his escape.
Do you need to get caught 3 times in this case? That's interesting. They give you a lot of chances.
Alexander hears...
They really make it hard to screw up this particular part if you've done everything right. That's funny.
And where...
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
The Wazir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner is...
Well, Hal, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally searched.
There we go, okay.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it no more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has no possible means of escape, he hears the sound of wedding music playing somewhere in the castle.
Confound this dungeon. I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
'Tis a noble thing to have a means of escape, and 'tis a far, far better thing to never get caught at all. This triggers a unique game over since we, didn't die. Well, it's okay, we're not dead, we're just imprisoned. So obviously, if you don't meet Jallo or don't get the skeleton key, you get less tries here. But yeah, the game's very lenient if you've done everything right so far.
Phew,
That'll
that was a
change.
climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
The game won't be nice for long, I'll tell you that much. Thing again.
Alexander peers through the chinks in the wall, trying to locate the source of the crying sounds. Alexander's palms begin to sweat and his heart to race. It's Cosima. He's found her.
Psst. Princess Cosima.
What? Who's there?
It is I, Alexander. I'm here behind this wall.
My, how suave that sounds.
Alexander? It really is you. Oh, I knew you were close by, but how did you get inside the castle walls?
It's a long story and not important now. You did get my ring.
Oh, yes. It has brought me such comfort, Alexander, to know you were close by and had not forgotten. But you shouldn't be here. You're only endangering yourself.
I don't care about the danger. I would brave anything to learn.
What is it?
Alhazred, do you want to wed him, Cosima?
Oh, please believe me when I say that I never agreed to marry that man. Even when my father trusted Abdul absolutely. I never liked him. But with mother and father gone, I'm afraid there's no stopping him.
If you do not wish to marry him, Cassima, you shall not. I promise you. Only come with me now, and we shall escape.
How? I cannot fit through this wall. Besides, do you think I could leave my kingdom, my people, in Abdul's hands? But Abdul would tear the castle apart if I were to disappear from my room. You shall have to do what you can to delay his plans from your end.
I can't just leave you here.
Alexander, do not despair for me. I have been safe in this room for nearly 6 months now. Abdul can be in no hurry, whatever he plans. After all, I'm to be his bride, am I not? I have been planning too, you see. I believe I can escape. If I can only get a chance to lay my hands on a weapon, there might be an opportunity in the hustle of the wedding.
But I...
Shh, just a moment more, then you must go. Let us not waste time with words. Please, let me just look at you, dear Alexander.
You only get... She alluded to it before, but... we need to give her a weapon, specifically the dagger.
The small dagger is a gift from Lady Celeste. Its handle is decorated with precious gems set in a delicate feminine style.
See, it's a feminine dagger, so Alexander can't use it. It has to be for a lady. If you do not give the dagger to Cassima here, you will lose the game in the final battle. Very last puzzle of the game, you will fail if you do not give her the dagger here.
Here, take this dagger. It's not much, but it might come in handy.
Why, it's perfect. This is just the sort of thing I've been looking for. Thank you, Alexander. I'll keep it close and use it if I must.
Alexander looks with longing at the fair Cassima. She's even more beautiful than he remembered.
No. Well, we can't stay forever.
Oh no! Someone's coming!
Yeah, you only have a limited amount of
The lock
time.
on Cassima's door rattles abruptly.
Alexander, hurry! Step away before they see you!
So you gotta remember to give her the dagger pretty quick.
Alexander hears scuffling and a woman's brief cry from the other side of the wall. Then, silence.
Now we go west. I said we go west. And
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side
and a
of the
third
wall.
hole in the wall. Like, we'll need to get these things patched out, man. This castle's falling apart.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Cassima. Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident. The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side.
It's interesting, this dialogue is an
In
auto
a way,
advance.
it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul Alhazred.
I think it's about time to see if Shamir has taken care of the wench as I asked. It's almost time for the wedding.
So there's the twist.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Cosima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
As it turns out, he was actually working with Mordak, the villain of the previous game, to have Cosima be kidnapped. So he could slowly seize control of the entire kingdom. Now then. There's also like a place mentioned like a Black Cloak Society. I think that's like a recurring villain group for the King's Quest games. It's kind of people in the background mostly, I think. But if we go here, we can see...
There's a vague outline of what appears to be a door on the wall.
A secret door.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Okay.
There's a box of ebony. A storage trunk sits at the foot of the bed. The trunk bears a large brass lock. Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside.
We see...
Alexander can read the piece of paper without taking it. The bottle contains only a small amount of black ink, most of it dried at the bottom. Alexander decides to leave it there.
So let's read what's over here on this.
Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it.
Now we have this box over here. We can unlock it with a skeleton key.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. It looks like the owner of this trunk is quite the correspondent. The stack of letters appears to be ordered by date, because the top one is dated only a month ago. Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the island so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend!
Yeah, even if they're trash talking poor Mordak.
The hearth warms the bedroom.
He was kind of a jerk, though. I get it. Alright. So, it's implied when it says isolating all of the island, I think it's implied that, you know, he orchestrated all of the thefts from the islands to make them all distrust each other. I believe that's what's being implied here. So basically it was all...
Alexander steps confidently out into the upstairs hallway and sees two guard dogs.
Hey, who the...
Hello there.
Don't just stand there. Grab him, Bay. I'll bet it's that saboteur fellow the Wazir warned us about. I say we run him through right here and now. No. Woof. The Wazir will run you through if he doesn't get a chance at the prisoner. Let's put him in the dungeon for safekeeping. Then we'll go tell the captain.
Aye, Wolf, you're right. Let's go. You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate.
I guess this is one way to get down to the dungeon. Thanks, Jalo.
Prince Alex.
Jalo, what are you doing here?
We've seen this before. That's the quick way of getting back down, you see.
How did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that...
You don't have to get captured by them. You can just go around if you want. It doesn't matter. Now then.
Alexander doesn't see anyone. Since the door on the west wall has no visible knob or handle, Alexander decides to try to open it with his voice. He composes his words carefully.
I don't know if there's a actually reward for not getting captured. We'll see in the end, I guess. Boo.
Listen, door. I would have you open. Ali Zebu.
It worked.
Those are the 2 passwords we got. And look in here.
Alexander pulls the drapery aside, curious as to what might lie underneath. Alexander hesitates to take the treasure.
Okay, we should look at them.
On the table is a coat of arms with the head of a beast on the crest.
Beast said that his coat of arms was stolen by the Druids. This must be it.
On the table is a miniature oak tree. It looks very old.
That must be the sacred miniature oak that the Druids thought the Winged Ones stole.
On the table is a strange-looking stone that's giving off an odd, high-pitched noise.
That must be the Isle of Wonders singing stone. Didn't the queens think that the beast had stolen it?
On the table is a fleece made of gold.
That fleece must belong to the Winged Ones, and they thought the Isle of Wonder had taken it.
As Alexander looks at the objects on the table, he realizes the depth of the Wazir's cunning. It must have been the Wazir or an accomplice who stole that one thing most precious to each island, and then leaked rumors that one of the other islands was responsible.
What did the Wazir have to gain by causing the islands to hate one another?
So they can't work together to resist this rule, supposedly. Alright, I think we need to...
Alexander sees nothing of interest there. Alexander has no wish to steal from the treasury.
I think we need to put it back on or something?
Alexander sees... Alexander doesn't...
Do I have to go back in there?
Alexander has no wish to steal from the treasury.
Hold on, let me just check something real quick.
It might be under the Wazir's control now, but it still belongs to the people.
Okay, I don't think we need to bother with that. Let's see, okay. 3, 5, 10, 15, 25. Okay. We're on the right track. Yeah, I thought you like need to cover it back up, but I don't think you need to do that. Alexander, please. No. There we go. The hardest part of the game is right here. I think we go up now. Into the throne room.
Uh-oh.
God.
Guard dogs.
An intruder. I'll bet you're the foreign saboteur, the wizard.
Ba 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 ba.
I think I'm right.
Shoot, what do we do next then? Hold on. Do we go into this room now?
Alexander hears the clear sound.
I can't remember what you do here.
Alexander. Against it somehow. Uh-oh, a guard.
Hey, you.
Yeah, it's not working.
I think I'm right.
A guard.
Oh, what do you do now? I could have sworn you went through that door. But the guard dogs are there. Is the problem?
There's a door at the top of the door. Has a door. Uh-oh.
I'll be. I think I'm right.
I can't remember what you do here.
Alexander.
Is this door?
Alexander opened.
No.
The velvet drapery has been pulled back. The initials
AA. That must stand for Abdul Al-Hazred.
Oh, you got. Okay, this is very
Alexander.
finicky.
Alexander.
I think you need to pull it back.
Alexander feels his.
I'm trying to remember what I just do. What you do in this, but
Alexander.
I could have sworn you.
There's nothing of interest.
There we go. Oh my god. It was just really finicky that, yeah, you have to do that. That probably triggers the guards going away now. Okay. That's a little annoying.
Alexander hears the guard go into a room off the north hall, shutting the door behind him.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, a bit of a blunder that. I mean, I guess to be fair, it is behind the door that he supposedly only he knows the password to get into. So like, I guess he doesn't really feel like he needed to hide too much. God, okay, I remember what to do. It's not there.
Alexander hears the clear sound of...
Dude, I am very confused. Is he like in Jalo's room for some reason? Okay, let's go back here then.
Alexander sees nothing of interest there.
Okay, cover back up.
Alexander hears the guard enter the north. Uh-oh, a guard dog. Hey!
Okay.
Alexander.
I think someone...
Alright, this is a little annoying.
Alexander hears the guard go into a room off the north hall, shutting the door behind him. Alexander sees...
There's nothing in Jalo's room.
Alexander hears the clear sound of...
Hey, you!
Yep, okay.
I think someone must have let our prisoner loose.
The guard...
Alright, let me go. I seriously gonna have to look this up because I can't remember what you do here. Oh dear.
Alexander... There's nothing... Alexander...
Okay. I think we just need to wait for a minute. I think I understand what you need to do here now. Kinda just have to wait around for a bit at this point. Okay.
The guard dog opens the door at the top.
Oh, this is gonna be a little sketchy. Somehow you didn't see me there. I don't think he's programmed to see you when you're climbing those stairs. That's funny. That we learned something new today. So I think if we go in here, we're probably gonna capture it, right? Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You have to wait.
Someone must...
You have to wait for like the guards to like. Oh my god, come on.
Alexander hears the guard enter the North Hall.
Alexander, please, this is not the time.
Alexander hears the guard go into a room off the North Hall, shutting the door behind him.
This is just really annoying. Trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing here. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is tripping me up. This is... No, you can't move south down the hall is the thing.
Alexander hears the clear sound of...
I I think it's just really weird. I cannot remember what you're supposed to be doing.
Alexander hears a door of the north hall open. Then Alexander hears the guard enter the west hall.
I think this might be it. Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I have no idea how you
Oh, he's right.
Dude, what the hell?
The
I don't think getting caught the first time would have anything to do with it, is the thing.
Alexander hears the sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door at the top of the stairs. One of them must be on his way down.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
The guard
I think we just wait long enough, eventually leave, but... Yeah, okay, they're still here, is the thing.
He
What am I missing? I gotta... I'm trying to look this up, but, eventually the dog will come back down, and I wonder if that's a chance, but I don't think so.
The door at the top of the stairs opens.
Now let's try it. I don't think this will work, but... Yeah, okay.
he's I think someone. Oh, I don't know, but if
Yeah, okay. Let's try going back to before we got captured, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly.
What's the matter?
I don't think that would affect anything, but you know, this kind of a game is kind of strange, honestly.
It's Mama's. It even
Wait. Before you go.
There.
Alexander. Remembering what the little boy... A secret... Alexander...
So let's just all do this all over again, I guess.
Alexander...
Like now, it's
Gotta wait for the game to catch up with the loading. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have time for the other ending at this rate. That's fine.
Phew, that was Alexander. Alex...
It's...
But you...
I...
What? Oh,
But Alexander stands in the secret passageway.
Here.
why...
Alexander stands in...
Now we just wait.
Oh no!
The... Alexander on the way.
Alright, come on, Alexander, please.
Alexander? Alexander?
Dear Shadow, in a one.
Okay, just view this again.
The You know what? Well, I think
The Wazir's...
That...
Alexander sees... Alexander... Inside, the box can...
Skeleton key.
Alexander... It looked... Out the letter...
That...
Now we go back through. This time, let's not get captured. See if that changes anything. It shouldn't, but like, it might make the section easier? This is gonna be finicky. Hang on. I know you can travel through this. Is it like... I know you can go back out to the stone wall. Do you have to, like, press something?
Alexander feels his... Alexander see... Alexander...
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be super finicky, it looks like. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, I know what to do. You have to click there. That makes sense.
Since...
Listen, door.
It worked. A small... The initials A... Alexander...
Okay, examine all the items again.
On the table. On the table. On the table.
That must...
On the
That fleet.
As Alexander looks at the object...
What did the Wazir...
Okay, so now we're back in this area. So let's see if we can get there now. Hopefully, everything turns out okay. And we can get to, like, the finale.
Alexander hears the sound of music
There we go.
coming from the east.
That's probably it.
It sounds somewhat classical, but... Oh no. It's wedding music.
I hope I didn't skip the dialogue, didn't screw anything up, but...
Alexander hears the sound of a guard's footsteps coming from the north. Wait, there are more footsteps approaching from the west. Now what?
We move, that's what.
Alexander looks cautiously around the grand hall, but there are no guard dogs to be seen. The wedding music is coming from behind those two large doors.
Prince Alexander, here.
Oh,
the
boy.
Wazir will have my head for allowing you within a mile of the royal wedding. Since you are of noble birth, I will give you 5 seconds to explain your presence here before killing you. I warn you, it had better be good.
He says 5 seconds, he means 5 seconds. If you just don't sit there and don't do anything.
You give me no excuse excuse to save your life, Prince Alexander. You were told to stay away from the castle, but you chose not to listen. I have no choice but to obey the Wazir.
But Saladin...
Scream just gets cut off.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Evidently, Saladin is a dog to be reckoned with.
So forgive him.
Alexander is carrying a letter taken from the Wazir's trunk. The skeleton. Alexander. The painter's brush now has residue from the magic paint left on the tip.
You give me no...
But
Saladin, no, I just had the white item right there. Hold on.
Tickets. Oh.
I spent too long in my inventory, I guess. I didn't think that counted.
Is a
Jerk.
Wait. If you love your princess, you'll hear me out. The Wazir is not what he appears to be. Cassima is in terrible danger. I have proof that this is so. For your princess's sake, you must believe me.
Let me see that.
Saladin reads the letter, his sword point still against Alexander's throat. Alexander watches the guard dog's noble face darken with rage.
This is treason. I'll have his throat. But how do I know this letter is not a forgery? You could have written this yourself.
But I did not. Have you no doubts of your own about Alhazred? Don't you see? All he wants is the crown. Cassima is being coerced. We must stop the wedding.
It is true. I have had my suspicions about the Wazir, especially when King Califim and Queen Alaria died. But I have seen Cassima with him several times. She appears to be quite happy, even enthusiastic. I don't believe she could love him if he truly were so wicked.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
A jilted lover would not believe it. But come, see for yourself.
The captain of the guard leads Alexander into the throne room, where a ceremony seems to be in progress. Alexander feels his blood run cold at the sight.
I, Cassima, declare Abdul Alhazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Cassima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is being forced? Perhaps it's you that's
What could
the
it be?
danger, as the Wazir
How
has
strange.
said.
Alexander approaches the wedding party.
Prince Alexander here? This is an outrage! How dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid mutt! Can't you even keep the castle free of assassins during your own princess's wedding? Kill him! Kill him now!
Lord Alhazred, with all due respect, you are not quite king yet. And this is a wedding ceremony, not an execution.
What? How dare you contradict me, you flea-bitten mongrel! I gave a direct order. Obey me, or feel my wrath.
Milady, I apologize for my behavior, but I am yours to command in all things. I wanted merely to hear your own wishes from your own lips. Tell me what it is that you wish me to do with this young man, and I will obey.
Why, Captain,
Oh,
you
boy.
heard my dear Abdul. If he wishes this atrocious young man's death, then I want nothing more than to see him get his wish. Obey thy liege now and always.
As you wish, princess.
Just as Saladin prepares to run Alexander through with his sword, a shout is heard from the direction of the Grand Hall.
Hold! In the name of the true king!
King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria burst into the throne room, looking alive and well and full of wrath. Behind them, a line of supporters look prepared to battle, if necessary, for their beloved royal couple.
Cosima, darling, are you all right? Has he hurt you?
Hands off of her, you murderous goat.
If I want your advice, I'll ask for it, Mother.
But, Caliphim, that's not Cosima. I'd know my daughter anywhere.
What have you done with our daughter, you devil?
The lovely image of Cosima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Wazir's genie.
Why, you conniving serpent!
Get him, guards! Saladin, your sword!
Drat it all! You may have ruined my plans, but you won't get me, or your precious Cosima. Get them, Shamir! I command you!
He's getting away! Stop him!
Yes, sire, as soon as I deal with this genie.
Shamir, the Wazir's genie, begins to throw
Alright,
bowls
Saladin,
of
you
dazzling
got
light
this,
at the
buddy.
guard dogs.
Take him on! Well, that didn't last long. Oh my god.
The genie, finding a free moment in the battle, suddenly realizes that Alexander is still in the room and sends a dazzle spell his way.
Gotcha, Prince Alexander!
Tickets.
Oh.
Well.
Next.
Genie, meeny, miny, mo. Alexander can't be slow.
So now you need to pursue,
The Wazir's genie begins to throw balls of dazzling light at the guard dogs.
You gotta be real fast, because if you're not, the genie's gonna come and kill you. So just don't go back, don't look back, just keep moving to hit at the top.
Alexander, be careful, Al-Hazard has a sword.
Shut up, wench! Shamir Shamazel, get in here!
Here I am, master!
It's about time, you bumbling fool! How could you let him follow me?
Well, there were the guard dogs, master, and then...
Never mind! Just kill him! Kill him now!
As you wish, master. Razzle, dazzle, snap and snazzle.
Jarlo!
I did it! I swapped the lamps. Here, quick, take it.
Bless you, Jarlo. I knew you could do it. Now get clear, friend.
No argument there, my lord. Good luck.
Shamir Shamazel, hold your spells. I am your master now. I order you to go back into your lamp.
How did you get my lamp? You thief! You've ruined me!
My lamp! Oh, thank Valhalla! I hated working for that loathsome creature.
Valhalla?
I already feel his nastiness leaving me. How I've longed for a master like you. I've got a new master. I've got a new master.
Oh, there it goes.
So you are a thief as well, Alexander. Stealing the lamp was very clever, I'll grant you that. But I am the master thief. Face my sword if you dare. The man left standing shall have the lamp.
So shall it be, Al-Hazred. I don't need the genie to deal with a coward like you.
Alright, final battle time. Now if we stand here like an idiot...
So this is where Alhazred stashed the real Cosima during the wedding ceremony. She struggles against her bonds, but thankfully doesn't seem to be harmed. Alhazred handles his sword deftly. He looks quite enraged, and more than ready to avenge himself on the interloping prince who has ruined his dreams of glory.
Interestingly...
Alexander, no!
Tickets. Oh.
Yeah.
Next.
You die.
Touché. Alexander should have been on guard.
By the way, there's actually unique dialogue for trying to give Cosima the dagger here. You're not able to do it because it's too late, and even narrator would be like, it's too late to do that. Or something like that.
Inspiration. Alexander fixes upon the only weapon in sight.
Zounds! This sword must weigh a ton.
Good. Then you shall only fail sooner, my prince. So, the mouse would bite?
This mouse shall bite, as you shall soon see. Or should I say, soon feel?
Our icon switches to a sword.
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay it down now. I promise to dispatch you with little pain.
A tempting offer, but I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Suit yourself.
They're really going at it, huh?
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
You only have a second or two to
Alexander
react.
sees no use for
What
that.
do you... Okay, we did it. I was concerned for a second there.
Cosima, are you all right?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince?
Hooray! It's a happy fairy tale end.
Oh! Guards!
Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
At least he's going quietly. By the way, if you never meet Jarlo and just never thus never make the lamp exchange, or rather choose the wrong lamp,
Alexander
you can
ask
still use the
Captain
peppermint
Saladin
leaf to
perform
stop
their wedding
Shamir
ceremony.
instead.
Saladin is honored to do so.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cosima, beloved princess of this realm, and Alexander, Prince of Daventry. Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry, take Princess Cosima to be your wife, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Princess Cosima of the land of the Green Isles, take Prince Alexander to be your husband, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you have a ring?
I have Alexander's royal insignia ring.
Very good. Please place the ring on Cosima's finger. Who gives this bride to be wed?
Her mother and I willingly give our daughter's hand in wedlock.
Who will speak for the groom?
I will. Alexander's
It's
mother and
Graham!
I recognize his marriage to Princess Cosima with glad hearts, and sanction this union.
Then, Alexander and Cosima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
It's really loud. I mean, I guess they're cheering.
Congratulations, my children. I have an important question for you both. Please hear me.
Yes, sire?
Alexander, I welcome you into our family with open arms. I place trust in Alhazred because I so badly wanted a son and a husband for my beloved daughter. I was wrong. But you are true and good, Alexander. You have proven yourself to all my people.
Thank you, sire.
Olaria and I have been through much. Even though we have returned to our kingdom, I do not think we are able to reign again. Will you two consider the crown? I know as king and queen, you can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it.
Oh, Father!
Why, I'm honored. What do you think, Cosima?
I love my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and serve it all my days.
Father, I believe I'm needed here. Would you be very disappointed if...
Son, you must follow your destiny. I do believe the land of the Green Isles needs you. You'll be a magnificent king, though dearly missed in Daventry.
Then, I accept.
Oh, my boy, what a man you've become. And how I will miss you.
Don't worry, Mother. With Shamir's powers, we'll be able to visit often. I'm not about to forget my family.
Congratulations, Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, dear sister.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so glad. Between the return of my beloved parents and our new reign, you've made me so happy.
I'm glad I could make up for some of your suffering, my beautiful wife.
Congratulations, King Alexander. When we return home to Daventry, your crew will be glad to hear that their battle at sea was worthwhile in bringing forth a new monarch.
We were so worried when your men arrived home without you, son. I'm so thankful that you are safe and happy.
And I am as grateful that my crew did not pay for my driven heart.
You have only brought us all good fortune, sire. With Shamir saved and his power used for good, reuniting the islands will be far easier. He has already repaired the ferry. Your road will be easier now that the islands are no longer feuding. Already the wounds are starting to heal.
Yes, my love. Discovering the island's stolen treasures has done more to bring peace to this land than anything else. It is now clear that Alhazred had Shamir steal each of the island's most valued treasures, then blame the thefts on others to cause the islands to hate each other.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is
looks
done,
like it.
and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cosima.
Long live King Alexander!
Oh, how do I do this from here?
Long live Queen Cosima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
There we go. Oh boy, here it comes. Here are the opening credits, and with it comes a song called Girl in the Tower. Now, this is some very funny trivia with this song. Let it play for a bit. So, wait for it. So, included with this game were instructions for players to call in to certain local radio stations and request that this song that was made specifically for this game to be played on them. It was, very funny. Presumably it did get played at least a couple of times back in the early 90s. But I imagine that must have probably been more annoying to some of those radio stations, honestly. It's alright, I guess. So that was King's Quest VI. It's generally considered, like, probably one of the best ones, even if 5 is probably more popular. Then again, 5 is... I mean, it was pretty revolutionary for its time, just kind of like 5 was, right? Because, like, when 5 came out, people are like, oh my god, these graphics are amazing, and it's got voice acting, too. And then 6 comes out, and it kind of one-ups it in both the graphical and voice acting department, because 5's voice acting is, kind of notorious for being not good, aside from, like, most of the main characters. But 6 also kind of tones down 5. And look at that, we got all the points. 231 out of 231. Performance. Ready to go beyond that ultimate score. We recommend you try the other easier entrance to the castle. You can do so by restoring back to the point just before Druid's Rainstorm. Don't go back to see the Druids. Instead, head for the castle. New puzzle challenges await you. I don't think we're gonna have time for that, honestly. Let me see. But yeah, 6 also toned down a lot of 5's really jerkish moves, because I think 5 is, like, notorious, like, for being... when you... Okay. The game just closed itself. Well, alright. I guess the game's making my decision for me. I can show off a couple of things, honestly. Give me a second. Shh, don't tell. We can see if we can get the quick ending out of the way, I suppose. It'll help that we'll just be able to skip a lot of the dialogue. Easy mode. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do, if we're going the easy path, let's see, I have tinderbox, I gotta exchange that.
Would you mind if...
Of course, Prince Alex. Please, choose something in exchange.
Alexander looks close.
So instead of the paintbrush, we choose the
That
nightingale.
mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
So there's just
Very
gonna be a
good,
little
Prince
bonus.
Thank you.
Where I show off the extra path. The quick and easier ending.
Alexander sees nothing.
Old lamps.
Yeah, I don't care about your lamps, old man. We don't need to do that for the quick ending. I should probably getting both endings. I'll change the stream information real quick. There we go. Perfect. So immediately things start differently. We go right to
A
the
group
castle.
of serving women approach the castle.
Ah, Wolf. More serving women. The castle staff is certainly busy today.
Aye, Gruff. Gotta move on there, wenches. There's plenty of work left to do before the wedding.
Yes, Sergeant Gruff.
You know, maybe one day I might replay 5 on stream, because I already beaten it on stream, but I didn't have commentary on it.
Late.
So maybe I might do it again one time. Who knows? Maybe like after another big project. So anyway, the way of sneaking into the castle is putting on the dress.
Taking his cue from the serving women he's seen enter the castle, Alexander decides to try a few alterations to make himself more acceptable to the guards. He ducks into the little hut to put on Beauty's clothes. Feeling a little foolish, Alexander slips Beauty's old slave clothes on over his own. Imagine if Cosima saw him like this.
Well, here we go.
Oh, the game's just loading now.
You there. Girl, you're late. Get a move on before the Wazir sees you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very convincing, Alexander. Good job.
The castle guards lock the main entrance doors behind Alexander. From the open door comes the clatter of pots and pans, yelled instructions, and other busy kitchen noises.
Girl, don't just stand there. There's a stack of silver almost to the ceiling that needs polishing for the wedding. Get a move on.
Thanks, fake Jalo.
Phew. I can't afford to get caught up in that mess. I'd never find Cosima.
Alexander doesn't need to get Beauty's clothes back. He doesn't want to be dressed as a woman when he finds Cosima.
Alright, so... just make these new saves. Easy mode. So we had to go through different parts of the castle
Alexander
here.
My Cerebus collar, I'll be glad when this wedding is over. Bay, I'm getting mighty tired of this patrol. It's wearied me to the bones.
I couldn't agree with you more, Wolf. Who'd have thought we'd ever have to listen to Princess Cosima crying all day long and be ordered to ignore it yet?
Something sticks in my craw about the whole thing. The Wazir says that the princess is not herself. Says she's half mad with grief over her parents' death. I can see it. The poor mite. But still.
I agree. It seems cruel to lock her up when she's so heartbroken. Let her out in the fresh air, I say. It'll do her a world of good.
Aye. Well, she insisted on the mourning period, and it's up today. Thank the stars.
It's too bad we couldn't find that nightingale of hers. The Wazir says she's been pining for it.
Humph. If I had an ounce of luck, I'd have found it weeks ago.
Interesting.
Not only would it cheer up the princess, but the reward the Wazir's offered for it would make me pretty happy too, doggone it.
Oh, well, our luck will definitely be out if the Wazir catches us snapping our jaws at our post.
Sorry, Wolf. I'll keep my muzzle shut.
So what we gotta do here is just wait. Till they start walking away another time. And then use the nightingale on the floor.
Hallway to use the mechanical nightingale.
Yeah, this is why we need the nightingale for the quick path instead of the magic paint.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it strategically on the floor of the upstairs hallway.
Hey, who the...
Oh, you gotta wait.
No, Wolf.
Okay, yeah, you gotta wait a bit. You gotta time it perfectly. I'm trying to be quick here because you only get one shot at this. If you place the nightingale on the floor and you're not quick enough, you can't do it again, which means you're soft locked.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it strategically on the floor of the upstairs hallway. The mechanic...
Hey, who the...
Oh!
Don't you...
Okay. I know what to do now. I know how to do this.
Alexander...
You gotta walk here now.
The mechanical song echoes in the corridor. Alexander hears the sound of boots pounding as the guard dogs come to investigate.
Hey, look, Wolf. There's a metal bird on...
Hello there.
Oh.
Get him.
Actually, they probably should have hid behind the pillar, huh?
Hey, look, Wolf. There's a...
Really?
Hello there.
Get him.
That doesn't count. Okay. I know you need to be behind the pillar.
Hey, look, Wolf. There's a...
Hello there.
Get...
That's really... It's really, strict, I guess.
Hey, look, Wolf.
Hello there.
Oh my god.
Get him. Hey, look, Wolf.
Dude, come on. Okay.
Hey, look, Wolf.
Hello there.
Get him.
Oh, it's very specific. Did this work?
Hey, look, Wolf.
Oh my god.
Get him,
Alexander.
Hey, who the... Don't...
The game's just really picky on where you stand.
Hey, look, Wolf.
Hello there.
Get him, Bay.
That's really annoying.
Hey, look, Wolf. There's a metal...
Hello there.
Get him, Bay.
Okay, hold on a minute. I need to see exactly where this... My series is gonna have to bring up a walkthrough just to find out exactly where they stand. Because that'd be really stupid.
Don't... Hey, look.
Hello there.
Oh, I think I know what you have to do. Okay, I know. It's not about standing behind it. It's gotta be like...
Alexander ducks behind the pillar.
Yeah, okay. Not there, Alexander. Whatever, I guess it works, right?
Look at this, Wolf. A metal bird.
Sure is, Bay. How do you suppose a metal bird got in here?
You got me, but there's something weird about it. Hey, could this be Casima's nightingale, do you think?
What, you lapdog? The princess's nightingale isn't some tin thing.
How do you know? Have you seen it?
Well, no, but...
I don't know, Bay. Humans can be pretty strange. With their sense of smell, maybe she wouldn't even know it wasn't real. I say we take it downstairs to Captain Saladin. He'll know what to do with it.
What about our post?
Jowls and Might are in the other hallway. They can handle it for 5 minutes. Think about how happy the princess would be to get her nightingale back. And then there's that reward money and my missus.
Right, Wolf.
Let's go.
Alexander hears the guard dog's boots clank noisily on the staircase leading down to the grand hall.
Alright, next we gotta do something with this painting.
Alexander checks behind the portrait. A nail
Get that nail.
Alexander pulls the nail out of the wall and keeps it. Alexander.
Now we leave while they're gone.
Alexander finds the hole.
And we're back in this room. Now we don't have the skeleton key. Yeah, how would you know to look behind the painting? You don't.
The iron nail is quite sturdy and has a thin, pointed tip.
You just have to know that's there, I guess. Use the nail. Since we don't have the skeleton key in this route, we have to use the nail instead.
Until he hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is...
We've seen this before.
Alexander sees nothing.
We gotta go back here. Put the nail back in the wall.
Alexander puts the nail back into the wall.
And hang up the portrait back.
Back on the wall.
Okay, next what we gotta do...
The curve. The crying is louder here. It seems to be coming from the doorway on the north wall. The door is locked.
You gotta talk through the door.
Hello? Is there someone in there?
Who's there?
Cosima, is that you? It's Alexander.
Alexander, is it really you? When Sing Sing brought me your ring, I could scarcely believe it. How did you get inside the castle?
Never mind that now, Princess. It isn't important. What can I do to help you? Do you want me to get you out of there? There's a padlock on the door, but I think...
No, please. Don't even think about that. There are guards everywhere, and the Wazir would have you killed if he found you. You shouldn't even risk being outside my door. Please go now, Alexander.
But what about you? I can't just leave you locked up like this.
The only way out for me is to stop the Wazir. See what you can do out there. In the meantime, I should be safe enough. He hasn't harmed me. Yet. Besides, if I can get my hands on...
Okay, we've seen most of this dialogue.
Have you forgotten where...
Alexander hesitates.
I'll do as you say.
I believe you.
Yeah, you gotta slip the dagger through the door.
Cosima, take this small dagger. It's not much, but perhaps it will prove useful to you.
Oh, thank you, Alexander. I'm sure it will help.
Alexander hears the guards.
Not gonna hide again.
If you didn't have the brain of a cat wolf, you'd have known that mechanical nightingale wasn't Cosima's nightingale.
I was all for staying on patrol, but you wanted to show that thing to Saladin.
Well, at least the captain wasn't too mad. He's a good honest dog, Saladin is.
I, wish the same could be said for our...
Hush! Do you want to be dazzled, you fool?
Somewhere nearby, a door opens.
Greetings, Shamir, sir.
A petulant voice snaps a response at the guards.
The wedding is about to begin. Make sure everything is secure.
Yes, sir.
If you don't hang up the painting again, they'll know this, and then they'll get you, I believe, is what happens.
Alexander hears the distant
It's just the same. It's just the same death that happens when you get locked up.
There's a small commotion and a woman's sharp cry.
Cosima!
Gradually, the sounds fade away off to the east.
Thank God they never heard that.
If it weren't for him being the wizard,
They didn't hear Alexander screaming.
Wonder where he's taking her. The wedding's the other way.
You never know with that one. He's always showing up when he shouldn't be and going where he oughtn't. Let's go check it out.
Alright, so now they're gonna go down to the wedding, and we're gonna follow.
The guard dogs seem to have stopped at the back hallway.
So now we gotta move. Back down the stairs.
From downstairs, it's wedding. Alexander looks.
Okay.
The wedding music is coming from.
It's mostly the same.
Prince Alexander, here, since you are of noble birth.
So this is the same as before. If we mess up,
Wait.
Then we have the
If
same
you
death
love
as
your
before. I
princess,
think there's only
you'll
like
hear me
one
out.
more unique
The
death that can
Wazir
happen
is
here.
not what he appears to be.
Let me...
You skip this dialogue because we've already seen it.
Saladin reads the letter.
But I did.
It is... But I have seen Cassim.
I cannot believe for a moment that she loves that snake.
So now we need to know what happens when we don't have the king and queen to bail us out.
The captain of the guard.
I, Casima, declare Abdul al-Hazred as my lawful and beloved husband and king of this realm.
But, Casima, what are you saying?
Do you still claim that the princess is...
Alexander...
Prince
If you don't
Alexander
do anything
here?
in that scene, Saladin
This
will
is
just
an
kill you.
outrage.
So you have to approach
How
them.
dare you allow this traitor to get past you, Saladin? You stupid...
What? Milady, tell me what it is that you wish me to do with it.
Why, Captain, you heard my dear Abdul. If you...
As you wish.
So, if you just do nothing... You see he's slowly reaching out his sword.
Saladin almost seems reluctant as he stabs Alexander with lethal skill, according to his princess's wishes. The blade piercing Alexander's heart is barely felt after the greater pain of Casima's condemning words.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
She loves me not?
Now, this isn't the solution, but you get an funny scene if you try to use the peppermint leaf on
Perhaps
you.
the princess would care for some delicious peppermint leaves.
Mint?
Casima!
Princess?
Kill him!
As you wish. Tickets. Oh.
So you get a funny little alternate scene if you use the mint instead.
She loves me not?
I think Death has a couple of alternate scenes depending on if you use certain items on him too, but and show those off. It's mostly like if you use like one of the really boring book that we used to put the I think if it's like you use the really boring book on Death in order that we use to make the clam fall asleep, then the narrator will make a joke about him being bored to tears, and then you die. So it's pretty amusing. But the truth is, we need to use the mirror.
Look into this mirror, my love, and show us your true heart.
That mirror? No!
The lovely image of Casima suddenly bursts into smoke and is replaced by the Wazir's genie.
Shamir, you fool! It's not my fault, Master! The illusion was broken!
Treason! What have you done with the princess?
Enraged, Saladin and the other guard dogs begin advancing on the Wazir.
You worthless genie! Do something!
Sometimes the subtitles just don't match up, but it's fine, you get the idea.
Begins to throw balls of death.
Move it. Now things mostly play out the same here, but there is an but since we didn't do the lamp switch, we have to deal with Shamir in a different way.
Alexander, be careful!
Shut up, wench! Here I am! It's about time, you bumbling fool! Well, there were the guard dogs. Never mind! Razzle!
Look what I have here, my friend. Peppermint. Nice fresh peppermint.
This is where we use the peppermint.
Razzle, dazzle. Forget the stupid peppermint. Don't you dare even think about it. Mint. Oh no, not now. Do something, Shamir Shamazel! Kill him! Send a small... a ball of... light to Frazzle!
Dazzle Ball goes wild.
Oh. You killed my genie. You idiot! Don't you know how valuable he was, you fool? I'll kill you myself for that outrage.
So shall it be, Alhazred.
I mean, technically, he killed himself. But we might have had the hand it.
Zounds! This sword must weigh...
That would serve no...
By the way, if you don't, you have to click on him with the sword, or else he'll just kill you.
This mouse shall bite.
Ha! You can barely lift that sword, my prince. Better to lay...
A tempting offer. But I think I'll wait and see what this sword can do.
Man, when they said this is the quick ending, they were kidding. We got here real quick. I was worried that we wouldn't have enough time, but like, yeah, I forgot how quick the quick ending is. I mean, like, it's in the name, but still. I thought we'd have to do, like, at least a little bit more in the castle.
Alexander's arms start to tremble under the effort of wielding the huge sword. His muscles are nearing exhaustion.
Ha! And so it ends.
Not if I can help it, you murderer!
Cosima thrusts the small dagger into Alhazred's shoulder with all her might.
Ah! You dare raise a finger to me? You will regret that, princess.
There you go. Now things will play out a little differently, so we got the worst ending.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, Alexander. I was just so afraid for you.
There's no need to fear anymore, princess.
Yes, I know. How can I ever repay you? For myself, for my kingdom.
It was not in me to let harm come to you. Can you find it in you, princess, to give me more than your gratitude?
Alexander, what are you saying?
I love you, Cosima. Would you ever consider... Do you think you could... marry me?
Could you ever have doubted it, my prince?
Hooray! Again.
Oh! Guards!
Princess Cosima, are you well?
I'm quite well, thank you. Please take Abdul and put him in the dungeon. See to it that he gets a doctor.
Yes, Majesty.
You know what? I think in last stream I said there was an ending where, like, Alexander gets caught in the woman's clothing, and you get a bad ending from that. That might be a different game I was thinking of. I don't think that happens in this game, honestly. I don't think that's a death. Because they're wondering, wait, how do I show that off? And it's like, oh, well, it doesn't exist, that's why. 1 week later...
Cosima and Alexander ask Captain Saladin to perform their wedding ceremony. Saladin is honored to do so.
Man, nobody's here but Jalo.
On this historical day of great joy in the land of the Green Isles, we witness the union of Cassima, beloved princess of this realm.
I think if I didn't meet
Alexander,
Jalo, he might not even
Prince
have been here.
of
Maybe.
Daventry.
I'm not entirely sure.
Do you, Prince Alexander of Daventry?
I do.
And do
I do.
you have?
I have.
Very good.
Skip this if you've seen it before.
Who gives this bride to be wed?
That would be me. In the name of King Calathon, beloved
Or maybe
friend,
he is here,
I
regardless.
give his daughter Cassima in wedlock.
Thank you, Jalo.
Since the groom has no family present, I will speak on his behalf. Alexander, your union with this woman is sanctioned and recognized in the eyes of the community.
Thank you, Saladin.
Then, Alexander and Cassima, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Some loud cheering for only like 3 people in the room.
Excuse my interrupting your joy, but I have an important question for the new bride and groom.
What is it, Saladin?
Alexander, Alhazred hurt this little kingdom nearly to the point of destroying all that we stand for. But you are true and good, and have proven yourself to all the people.
Thank you, Captain.
King Calaphim and Queen Ilaria are gone, and can never be restored. Alhazred has, thankfully, been banished. But we are leaderless. I believe you too can heal this small kingdom from all the damage that Alhazred has inflicted upon it. Will you too, Alexander and Cassima, consider becoming the ruling
Yeah,
king
since we
and
never
queen?
found the evidence, all the kingdoms
I'm
still hate
honored.
each other. I mean, you'd
What do
think
you
they would have
think,
found it
Cassima?
eventually,
I
but oh
love
well.
my homeland, Alexander. I would be happy to stay and serve it all my days.
I wish my father were here so that I could ask his advice. I will miss him, and my mother and sister, and Daventry. But I love you, Cassima, and I do feel at home here. Somehow this land and I seem to suit each other. I don't know what kind of king I'll make, but I accept.
Oh, Alexander, I'm so happy. If only my parents could have been alive to see this day, my joy would be complete.
I'm sorry I could not spare you that grief, beloved.
King Alexander, there is a long road ahead. The ferry must be repaired before we can reunite the islands. Unfortunately, the islands are still feuding. It will take some time and great diplomacy to convince them to reunite and stop fighting each other.
Yes, Alexander. We will have to try to discover how Alhazred managed to make them hate each other so that we can undo what he has done.
Now let us celebrate our good fortune. The evil that has plagued this land is done, and a new reign begins. Long live King Alexander and Queen Cassima.
Long live King Alexander! Long live Queen Cassima! Long live the land of the Green Isles! Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
There you go. There's the other ending.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice.
I believe...
I just need to hear you say, if you would have me go or stay.
Yeah, so basically, not so good ending. None of the problems really get solved. So, you know, it's just gonna end on a less happy note. Because you didn't do everything. But I guess that's just what happens when you play the easy mode. You don't get the full ending. I think I'll have a different message now that since we beat the game on the quick path at the ending. So we can just view this song one last time, I guess. As for what is next, I don't know, I'll think of something. What we'll be streaming next, I'm sure I can think of something. But, I have a few ideas, but we'll see what happens, I suppose. As well as when I will actually be streaming next, we'll see. Maybe Thursday, but I don't know for sure. At least they still play the song, I suppose. They could have just not played it. Played something else during the credits. You've completed approximately 78% of the main path puzzles, only 78%. We hope you'll play again. So that's going to be all. I should end the stream real quick before my game closes on me again. But anyway, thank you all so much, very, very much for viewing this wonderful journey together with me. And I'll see you all next time.